What is up, Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are going to be talking about what's going on with Thunderbolts, yo. The most recent trailer is insane. Yo, welcome to the Super Fam. I appreciate you. We starting it off with some new followers coming in. Thank you for the follow over there on Twitch. We are multi-streaming on a little bit of everything right now. We on YouTube, we on the Twitch. We got it popping on the TikTok right now too. So make sure you guys show some love wherever you may be, because I'm excited to get it in today and just nerd out about this show, because man, I have been waiting for it. Not this show, this movie. Like I said before, I wasn't all the way hyped about this movie, but I have slowly gotten more and more excited about what's actually going to be going on in this movie, and I have no idea how that has occurred, but it is. Like I've gotten slowly more hyped, and I think that most recent trailer that they dropped was pretty damn awesome, if I do say so myself. It was pretty awesome indeed. So Thunderbolts is got me. It's got me wrapped around its finger a little bit, just because of the void and all that stuff that we saw. We're going to be, of course, checking out the trailer here. We'll have it running. We'll watch it, talk about it, yap about it, check out a trailer breakdown for it, and just kind of have a good old time like that. So I'm excited. I'm excited to nerd out, answer any of the questions that you guys may have regarding Thunderbolts and whatnot. So yeah. Thatcher, Mike Beasy, what's up with it? I see y'all over here on the tube. What's up with it, man? Marisu, how you doing? Marisu, what's up? I hope everybody's having a good day. Marisu said, there is an 11-minute teaser out for Wheel of Time. Just saying. I know it dropped this morning, but yo, I want to watch it, but I kind of don't want to watch it too. You guys know how I am. You guys know how I am about wanting to go into stuff like just free of any spoilers. But at the same time, I know it's a great point to get all of the Watt fans hyped again too. So we might do like a little like watch party for it later on tonight or something. I don't know. I'm so like I want to watch it, but I also kind of want to save it for the actual reaction. You know what I mean? So I'm so torn. I'm not sure what to do entirely, but either way, I'm hyped for it. Either way, I'm still hyped. Let me actually see if I can get my TikTok chat popping over here as well. TikTok. There we go. I think it's Sensei Finito. Okay. Did I do that right? I think so. Let's see. We live. Oh, let's activate it. There we go. Okay, now let's send it and see if that works. Okay, boom. All right. We got all chats cracking now. Uh-oh. Hopefully we don't get anything slowing down or tripping over here though. Yeah, I think we good. I think we're good right now. I think we are rocking. Okay. We are rocking across the board. Chat, what's happening? How are we doing, everybody? Are you guys excited for Thunderbolts? What's going on? Mike Beasy said, yo, what's up with it? Beasy, how you doing, bruv? You know we got to get everything we know popping for Thunderbolts, man. Yo, what's up with it, Mari Sue? Hope you're having a good day, too. On topic, I'm going to predict Bucky loses his election. he might actually win his election because of all the crazy shit that's going on. I mean, he's already elected to Congress, right? He's already a congressman, as we saw in Captain America Brave New World. So that only can open even more doors for what's going on with him in the future. I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait to see what they actually do with his character. Because there is a lot that they could do. Honestly, I think there's a lot that they will do. Not even that they can. I think they will do it. There we go. And then is there a way that I can like boom. There we go. All right, we're chilling now. For real, chat. Oh, I can do polls on TikTok as well. I had no idea. That's good to know. Thatcher said, I'm waiting for my family to watch that clip, but I did see someone post a certain doorway. Oh, and I teared up instantly. Bro, I'm so excited. You guys are making me want to watch it. How long is it until it drops, yo? Bro, I might do a separate stream later for Wheel of Time. It might happen, yo. It just might happen because I want to watch it. I think if I do a regular video, YouTube is gonna freaking ban it anyway. So I might as well do a stream about it. We can really nerd out, dive into it, check out the trailer again as well, and really just go in with it. I think that actually might happen. Maybe. Um, that doesn't look like anything I imagined, but it's so rad. I'm hype. I'm so hype. Yeah, we might check it out. Yo, we live on TikTok too. So if you guys got a TikTok, you can go over there and check it out. We're a little bit we're not a little bit. We're live everywhere right now. So make sure you guys tune in, show us some love. If you haven't already, you can follow me on social media Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. That's where we live on TikTok at. Is on my TikTok at Sensei Finito. So make sure you come show some love over there. You can also follow us on social media Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. We're live on every other platform on this one. So if your guys are on the talk or whatever else, you can check that out. Same with Twitch. All the other names are this one right here. So come tune in with us wherever you can, however you can. And I definitely appreciate all the love and support coming from y'all. And don't forget to slam that like button wherever you are, man, and help us reach whatever goal we can. Just keep on slamming that like button. It helps out tremendously around these parts. Let's see. Thunderbolts look like it's going to be cool. It looks like it's going to be awesome. And what's up with it, Matt? Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day as well. Hope all of you guys are having a good day, and I'm happy to have you here as well. Let's go. Let's see if we can share the stream a couple places real quick, and then we will dive on into it, chat. Because we're nerding out today, baby. Someone explain the asterisk on Thunderbolts. That's a good thing. That's a good question right there. Does anybody know what the asterisk is for Thunderbolts? Does anybody know what that asterisk means on Thunderbolts? Any guesses? Sharing this, like I said. All right, let's check out the trailer, and then after we are done with the trailer, I will get into all your guys' questions and whatnot. If you guys would like to steer the conversation another direction or talk about something else, you can always send a super chat to do just that. But if not, I'll try to get to your comment when I can. You can also show your support by sending a super thanks, or if you're on the tube, you can hit that join button. And when you do, you get access to a whole bunch of little things here on YouTube, as well as you can go check out our Patreon. Starting in April, we'll be having like a whole new system going forward with the Brovengers and the Brovengers membership and all that good stuff. To kind of just zero in on everything that we do here on the channel and then really start fresh going into that next quarter. So I'm really excited to bring all that new stuff to you guys over that next quarter. So get ready for it because it's gonna be a good time. Good time. All right, let's check out this trailer yet again, yo. My guy Terrell, what's up with it, man? No new trailer. We're just checking out the old. We're checking out the most recent one that dropped 10 days ago. We're checking that out again. We haven't really talked about it on stream at all, so we're checking that out, and then we're gonna dive into it. Maybe go a little frame by frame. We got that new Rockstars breakdown up as well. Nerd out about it. Answer some questions that anybody might have. So on and so forth. Hope you're doing good, Terrell. Glad to see you back. All right, let's jump into this trailer.
Let's talk facts. The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep the American people safe?
Bruh, Mans is just deleting.
There's some big threat out there, and you are gonna help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be?
I love that guy.
So none of us comply? So what, we all just punch and shoot?
I can't think of a worse group of people trying to work together.
Stop! Speed! John, stop! Where are you?
Everyone here has done bad things. You can't escape the past. Hey, it's like your mind is somewhere else.
So you can do something about it now, or live with it forever.
This could get messy.
No shit. You thought you were gonna be some great saviors? You can't even save yourself.
We can't do this. No one here is a hero.
Lena, when I look at you, I don't see your mistakes. That's why we need each other.
Okay, that was really good.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you.
The shield was bent.
This has makings of team that can
Holy
raise to
shit.
glory.
Did Sentry just bend Bro's shield? The
Bring
spirit?
light from the darkness. This team can be the heroes on the Wheaties box. With a little giddy toy.
Oh yeah.
Alexei, have you slept?
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I'd like not to die today, so maybe somebody else should be driving.
Yo, I
With a
really
little-
do like this trailer, man. I think this is a great trailer. I think it does everything that we needed to. Giving us a little bit more of the story, giving us some more of that world building that we've been kind of itching for when it comes to the MCU, especially finally knowing what's going on with freaking the Avengers Tower, like all of those boxes are checked off. It's just like, and I love that, man. I love the fact that we get those boxes checked off, just right off rip with this trailer, at least, because the first trailer didn't show us as much, but I love it, yo. We even got to see we didn't get to see Sentry. We got to see his alter ego, the Void, which I didn't even I knew that when they brought in Sentry, I did not expect them to go the Void direction like fully. I thought they would maybe tease it a little bit, maybe talk about it, but I didn't think that they were going to dive just directly into that aspect of things. But they did, and holy shit, I love it. I just hope it's not like a Captain America Brave New World thing where, they show Red Hulk in the trailer, but the entire movie is built around building up this one character that we already know is coming in the trailer, right? Like the entire movie, literally, the entire movie is based off of us being able, like us trying to figure out what the leader is doing, and he's doing the thing that we already know he's doing because we saw it happen in the trailer. I understand as a marketing sense, they wanted to kind of get that out of there and put it in like everyone's face so everyone could get in seats to see the Red Hulk and all that. But still, it's like, damn, that was literally the only thing that Bro's plot was, right? Like that was his main plot, was to make Bro go into Red Hulk, and they showed us that in the movie. So in the trailer. So that's what I hope we're not seeing that here too, as that be like a huge point of the movie is like, oh shit, he's gonna turn into the Void. Oh my god, it's so scary, because we don't really want to I don't think we want to see that, right? Right? You know, we don't want to see that happening if that's what the whole movie is going to be centered around is, oh, we got to try to not him be the or whatever. You know, I hope that's something that kind of starts early and then halfway through we just kind of end that, and then it's like, okay, boom, we're in there and we're moving past it, and then we're getting going throughout the rest of the story. You know what I mean? It has me really excited for it. I'm not gonna lie, I am so excited for Thunderbolts. I think it's gonna be a great movie, and I want to know what all your guys' thoughts, theories, and questions are about the Thunderbolts. So let me know in the comment section down below how you're feeling about it, and we are gonna get to yapping. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. Um, thing is going smooth across the board. I don't think we're having any issues on any of the other platforms. Everything is looking excellent. This is awesome. This is all working out so well. Let's go. I'm hyped. Someone explain the asterisks on Thunderbolts. All right, Marisu, I'm so happy that you asked this question. So, of course, this is something that they will give us a bigger answer to once we watch the movie. But I believe that the asterisk on Thunderbolts basically means the Avengers. Like they are the Avengers. That's what it, for all intents and purposes, they are the Avengers. I believe every moment in the trailers where we hear someone say Thunderbolts, they're really saying the Avengers. But like when Bucky's like, we can't call ourselves that, I'm pretty sure Red Guardian is saying, we are the Avengers. And he's like, we can't call ourselves that. And then US Agent is like, thank you. Because they are saying the Avengers in all those moments, because one of the key points that Val is trying to sell this entire team as from the CIA to the rest of the government is, we need a new Avengers team, so this is them. But there may be a reason why they can't call themselves the Avengers, especially because we saw that President Ross just asked Captain America to restart the Avengers. So I don't think that anybody can just take that name, like that. So I think that there are a lot of placeholders for Thunderbolts that's actually the Avengers, because that's what the asterisk usually means, right? Like if you're reading and you see an asterisk, you go and you look at the bottom of the page and then it tells you what that word really means. So it's like every time you read Thunderbolts, it's the asterisk and you go down and it's like the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? But really, it's maybe even the Dark Avengers. I don't know if you guys know about that storyline for that, but yet again, we got the Thunderbolts, and I think it's really funny that they got that asterisk on there, and they really, I don't know if this is like possibly like a promoting thing that they can, since they have that asterisk there, they're able to say something else, you know what I mean, later on, and then actually change the name, because it's like, well, technically that asterisk means this, you know what I mean? So that would be cool. I would really like that. But yeah, so they're not the Avengers, they're the Dark Avengers, but they're also the Thunderbolts, because the Thunderbolts and Dark Avengers both exist separately within the comics. They're not the same team, but here it will kind of be like a big mixture of all those things, the same way that Marvel does. Let me get a 1 in the chat if you want me to bust out the big book of Marvel and talk about Thunderbolts and Dark Avengers a little bit more, because I definitely can. So Russia finally got a KGB elected to Congress. Mari Sue, you're hella funny. If the entire movie has music like this, I'm gonna be jamming. Yo, I feel you there. Because that was definitely hitting. I love the way that they've taken these trailers and they've been making them more cinematic. I'm pretty sure it all started with my guy, Jordan Peele, doing it with like I Got Five on it. And then ever since then, they just do it with all the music now. First, it was just hip hop songs. And then everything kind of has that cinematic musical score feel to it now in the trailers, and I really like that. I like the cinematic remixes for songs. It hits. Honestly, I know he got a lot of hate, but I love John Walker. As long as he isn't trying to be Captain America and is his own self, he does really well. I agree. I agree with that, Matt. I agree with that completely. For real. Walker is hilarious. He had me rolling. And he was riding for his boy. That's something that I can't look away from. Like, he was riding for Battlestar. You know what I mean? He was not just about to let that shit slide. You guys heard about the movie The Monkey that's coming out today? I don't know if I should go see it or not. I don't know if I think it's a Steven Spielberg movie or a Stephen King movie. One of those. Things. My guy Stefani, Stephalosophagus. Wyatt has a lot of charm. He does. I am so excited for Thunderbolts. Yo, what's up with the Choso? Welcome in. I'm excited for Thunderbolts too. Let me know how you're feeling. Marvel needs butts and seats for this movie. It's the big summer release. That's true. Yeah, that's true. They have this and Fantastic Four in those slots. Oh wait, no, Fantastic Four is July, so that's kind of the end of summer. But still, no, that's kind of the 4th of July. I'm tripping. Talk about the end of summer, but it is kind of the end of summer. Going into August. This is the film to see. I agree. I think they're gonna go crazy. Especially, we're gonna just see Superman, and then we're gonna have an evil Superman type of character immediately after that. Yeah, it's gonna be insane. That next trailer is gonna be spoilerious. You remember how each of these guys also don't want to be called the Thunderbolts? Yeah, they do not. Possibly, even because of all the stuff that just happened with Red Hulk. And they're like, bro, we do not want to be connected to the Red Hulk. Maybe we shouldn't just be going around calling ourselves, the Red Hulk guys, even though that's not what that means. You know what I'm saying? Because it could definitely mean something different. Maybe Tony trademarked the name Avengers before he died. Hey, that's probably why they have to sell the Avengers merchandise, actually. You're on to something. That's exactly what happened. Because if we think about, what is that, She-Hulk? Because they have the Avengers. They couldn't have Avengers merch. Tony definitely trademarked the Avengers. Hell yeah, he did. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he do that? Of course he did that. That is such a Tony Stark thing to do. For real. Yeah, basically, this is Avengers 4.5 for lack of better words. For all intensive purposes. Oh shit. Yeah, that's crazy though. I was thinking maybe it was because Ross got arrested while his team was being put together, so they're rapidly rebranding. Look at that, Mari Sue. We've kind of said the same thing. I agree with that. Okay. Y'all was dropping ones. That's my beat. All right, let's bust out the big book of Marvel. Oh shit. Let's bust out that big book of Marvel. AKA the Marvel Encyclopedia. This encyclopedia has the majority of the introductions of all these characters, kind of summarizing who they are, where they were first introduced, and other things along the lines of that. We use this book to sometimes give us a glimpse into the future of these characters and what possibly may happen within the MCU. So make sure you guys are ready for all that good stuff there. Okay. So we are looking up who are we looking up first? Thunderbolts, Sentry. What do you guys want to know about first and foremost? I'm definitely looking forward. Oh, I meant to have this playing. My bad. Whoops. I am definitely looking forward to seeing more of Walker because I really like Wyatt Russell and his character is so unlikable as Cap. So I'm hoping there's a little bit of redemption from him there. I think there will be. There's that brief moment in the trailer as well when we see him like sitting in the nursery and he's looking down at his phone and everything, and people are still talking about him like the fallen hero or whatever they call him. It's like people still remember this, bro. Like you're not just over this. Like nah. You messed up big time. You know. So it's definitely crazy. Okay, cool. And how we doing? They're doing the nostalgia music remixes a lot. This is very Deadpool coded, and it's a little strong in the comparison. I agree. It is very Deadpool coded. They did do something very similar with Deadpool and Wolverine, but I enjoyed it there too. Just like I enjoy it here. You know what I'm saying? I'm so pumped to see Ghost. I loved Ghost in Ant-Man 2. I was so sad that we hadn't seen more of her, but I'm excited that we see more of her now. They do a good job of giving us some crossover. Like I would really like if US Agent's shield was made out of adamantium. I'm not gonna lie. I think that would be awesome, especially because it just got. I think that would be a very good progression within the story of the world building and everything. But I can see why it wouldn't be as well. But I'm just saying that would be nice. That would be nice. Um, that would be nice. Okay, so those are vials she got right there. I didn't even see that the first time. Play. I'm gonna let this trailer play one time, and then when we come back, we'll talk about the Thunderbolts and break it down all the way. Okay.
Let's talk facts.
Let's let this
the
play.
The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep the American people safe?
There's some big threat out there, and you are gonna help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be?
I love that guy.
So none of us comply? So what, we all just punch and shoot?
I can't think of a worse group of people trying to work together.
Stop! Please, John, stop! Where are you?
Everyone here has done bad things. You can't escape the past. Hey, it's like your mind is somewhere else.
So you can do something about it now, or live with it forever.
This could get messy.
No shit. You thought you were gonna be some great saviors? You can't even save yourself.
We can't do this. No one here is a hero.
Lena, when I look at you, I don't see your mistakes. That's why we need each other.
Okay, that was really good.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you. This has makings of team that can rise to glory. Bring light from the darkness. This team can be the heroes on the Wheaties box with a little giddy toy.
Alexei, have you slept?
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I'd like not to die today, so maybe somebody else should be driving.
Let's talk facts. The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep the American people safe?
There's some big threat out there, and you are gonna help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be?
I love that guy.
So none of us comply? So what, we all just punch and shoot?
I can't think of a worse group of people trying to work together.
Everyone here has done bad things. You can't escape the past. Hey, it's like your mind is somewhere else.
So you can do something about it now, or live with it forever.
This could get messy.
No shit. You thought you were gonna be some great saviors?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So you can do something about it now, or live with it forever.
This could get messy.
No shit. You thought you were gonna be some great saviors?
Yo, did you hear that?
Some great saviors? You thought you were gonna be some great saviors? You thought you were gonna be some great saviors?
There's like a super dark, deep undertone. Whoa. That was kind of creepy. I wasn't ready for that. Like,
Can't even save yourself. Some great.
like, oh, it's like a Venom thing going on. It's like a Venom thing going on. There's like two people talking at the same
This
time.
could get messy.
No shit. You thought you were gonna be some great saviors?
Yeah. Because it's the regular guy's voice on the top and then the Void's voice on the bottom. It's Sentry's voice on the top and Void's voice on the bottom. And then it flips over and then it'll, like, as he goes darker, it'll probably flip over and it'll be the Void's voice on the top and then the Sentry's voice on the bottom.
You can't even save yourself.
You can't even save yourself. Like, that's what you hear in the background of his regular voice. Just one more time. Listen.
Be some great saviors? You can't even save yourself.
It's gonna be
I
insane.
can't
Look at
do this.
Look at Caps. Look at
No
U.S.
one here
Agent Shield.
is a hero.
Lena, when I look at you, I don't see.
Fall of a hero. You have fallen farther from grace than John Walker, with heir to the mantle of Captain America. Not long ago, Walker was thrust into the conscious with, like, that's crazy. People making
That's why
full
we need
articles
each other.
on, bro.
Okay, that was really good.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Like, look at the shield. It's like bent over his arm. It's like he went like this, and then maybe bro like bent it, or bro grabbed it and bent it. So maybe it's not adamantium, because I doubt he would be that strong to be able to bend adamantium. And it's definitely not vibranium. So maybe it's some type of alloy of something.
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you.
See, he said we can't call ourselves that. They're definitely saying the Avengers.
We are the Thunderbolts.
Can't call ourselves that.
Okay, that was
Wait,
really
look at his
good.
mouth.
We are the Thunderbolts.
Can't call
We are the Avengers. We are the Thunderbolts. Avengers. Thunderbolts.
ourselves that.
Okay, that was really good.
We are the Thunderbolts.
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you.
I does do that, yeah.
This has makings of team that can rise to glory. Bring light from the darkness. This team can be the heroes on the Wheaties box. With a little giddy toy.
Alexei, have you slept?
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I'd like not to die today, so maybe somebody else should be driving.
Bruh, I'm ready for it. It's gonna be so good. I wonder if we will see more of an. Wait, hold on. I wonder if we will see more of an expansion of the MCU iteration of Taskmaster. Oh yeah, for sure. We definitely will. Like we definitely will. For multiple reasons though. Like well, I mean it is possible that they just kind of murder her off, but I think all of these characters will have like their moment of being introduced, and it will say like how they in the trailer each of them get their name up on the screen, and then we see them. I feel like it'll do something like that in the movie, and it'll be like Yelena, and then it'll tell us like it'll show us kind of what she's been doing, or then it'll be like Taskmaster and show us what she's been doing. You know what I mean, and so on and so forth, and just kind of get us up to date on what all those characters have been doing or not been doing since the last time we may have saw them. I really hope nothing bad happens to Red Guardian. It's possible that something does, because I mean, bro's gonna, he's murdering people. Alexi is always so grand in his speeches and expectations. Yeah, that's facts. As if there's no reason for him not to, you know what I mean? He's like, yo, we are the guys. We can do it. Like, there's nothing for us to be worried about at all. We can do this 100%. It's always when the character comes to something of a redemption, especially with Yelena, who is daughter with that pep talk. Oh, yeah, I hear you. I hear you there. Is anybody excited to see Taskmaster? I'm not really excited to see Taskmaster, to be honest, but I am excited to know what Taskmaster's been up to, at the very least. Like, I'm not like, oh yeah, Taskmaster, but it's going to be cool to know like what they're up to. I think they'll add a really nice flair to the movie as well, with the badassery that she can probably pull off. I don't know if she's like a super soldier or anything like that. I can't remember, but I think the badassery that she'll be able to do, it'll be up there for sure. All right, chat. Let's talk about the Thunderbolts. Ugh. Thunderbolts. Can you see that? All right, let's get into it. Ain't nothing to it but get into it, man. Thunderbolts. Reformed supervillains with the best intentions, and it has best intentions in quotes. So do that with as you will. Notable members: Citizen V, Baron Zemo, Techno, the Fixer, Mach 1, Beetle, Songbird, Screaming Mimi, Atlas, Goliath, Meteorite, Moonstone, Jolt, Charcoal, Hawkeye, and I guess those are also some of their alternative names. So Baron Zemo is also Citizen V. That's crazy. Citizen V looks really dope. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. All right, chat. So the Thunderbolts' first appearance was in The Incredible Hulk number 449 in January of 1997, a year after I was born. When the Fantastic Four and the Avengers disappeared after their first battle with Onslaught, Baron Zemo transformed his Masters of Evil into the Thunderbolts, giving members new identities to escape their criminal past. He himself became patriotic Citizen V, leader of the new team. When the lost heroes returned, Zemo realized that his team had come to enjoy the lives of heroes, so he exposed their secret to the world, hoping to force them to stay with him, but they turned on him instead. New Thunder. With Zemo gone, Hawkeye took over the team, and they faced off against Henry Gyrick and a new Scourge. Mach 1 turned himself in for a murder he committed as the Beetle, hoping to earn the rest of the team a pardon, but that never happened. They then defeated the Crimson Cowl's Master of Evil and took their headquarters in Colorado, renaming it Thunderbolt Mountain. Interesting. Hawkeye finally won the team its pardon by blackmailing Gyrich and turning himself in. Valerie Cooper's Redeemers replaced the Thunderbolts. Oh, hold on. Valerie Cooper's Redeemers replaced the Thunderbolts for a while, but after Graviton destroyed them, the Thunderbolts reformed. After they disbanded, Mach 3, now Mach, what is IV? Is that 4? Now Mach 4 reformed the team again, and they became heroes on the Counter Earth, where the Fantastic Four and Avengers were stranded. Meanwhile, Hawkeye broke out of jail and formed a new team from members of the Masters of Evil, who the Crimson Cowl was trying to enslave. Goddamn! The two later united to stop her plan. Zemo continued to work against them in an open secret. But in the open and in secret. Both in the open and secret. Okay. Oh, Winter Soldier's Thunderbolts. They have a picture of that here too. That's Atlas, Moonstone, Fixer, Mach X, Kobik, and Winter Soldier. Oh, there's also a picture of Red Hulk's Thunderbolts. Oh, Red Hulk's Thunderbolts didn't trust his leadership, so they took turns choosing missions. During Civil War, Thunderbolts registered with the U.S. government and forced many villains to join the Thunderbolt army. Damn. Zemo's plans were ruined when Songbird shattered his moonstones, which sent him into a cosmic vortex. Soon after, Norman Osborn formed a brand new Thunderbolts team. When Norman became the head of U.S. national security after the secret invasion, he took command of the Avengers as well and made the Thunderbolts his secret hit squad. When Norman Osborn's dark reign ended, Luke Cage healed up a new Thunderbolts operating out of the Raft super prison. One part of the team wound up jumping through time before finally reuniting in present and becoming a new Dark Avengers team. The Red Hulk subsequently created his own team of Thunderbolts made up of himself, Deadpool, Elektra, Punisher, and Agent Venom with no government supervision. He disbanded the teams after Punisher went rogue and started hunting the others. Winter Soldier also formed his own Thunderbolts team to ensure Shield would never reboot the Kobik program. They were defeated by the Masters of Evil, and the Winter Soldier seemingly killed by Baron Zemo. Damn. Holy. That's crazy. That was a lot right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was insane. That was wild. Yo, what's up with it, Echo? I see you over there on the talk of the tick. How you doing, G? Definitely appreciate you. All right. That's wild. For real. Tropes can happen, for sure. Big Fist makes me think of Fisk. Any predictions for the after credit scene? It'd be weird if it was Fantastic Four. I know we're gonna be doing crazy shit with the Void right now in this movie, so I could definitely see the post credit scene having something to do with him, like something to do with the Void. Uh, it depends, in the comics when the Void, like Sentry gets what happened to Peter Parker in No Way Home also happens to Sentry, and basically everyone forgets that he was ever a hero, and they forget about him and all this other stuff. So if they want to go that route, it would be insane. Because I mean, this is a huge event. This is an Avengers level event for sure, happening throughout the entire city. People are getting literally murdered, deleted, out, like just blipped out of existence yet again. So it'll be interesting to see what that means for the rest of everybody and how they react, so on, so forth, etc., etc. I like how they name all the main characters like it's a 90 sitcom intro. Yeah, they should have gave them each a box. Doom, 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 and had them like looking at each other. You know what I mean? That would have been funny. Someone on the team will die by Void's hands. Yeah, oh, of course. Yeah. They got to let us know. How else will they let us know that bro's a menace unless he murders half the team? I mean, they are showing him kill people just by waving his hand, though. So I don't know how much they're gonna have to do to show us that he's badass. Red Guardian is too over top for this world. He feels like a Deadpool character. He is very over the top. He is super duper over the top. But he can get mad serious too, so that's what I like. I would like to see Red Guardian and Peter Parker. Like Red Guardian and Spider-Man together would be hilarious. Red Guardian and Kate Bishop would actually really be cool. That would be really cool. Because he would definitely treat her like a daughter immediately. I would love that dynamic. I'm not going to lie. Taskmaster is sort of Mrs. Robocop. If you've noticed, Void put them all in their own personal hells. Oh, that's crazy. Moonstone and Atlas will be showing up soon. Ooh, I can't wait. That's gonna be crazy. Agents of Atlas is also gonna be litty. How many times are they gonna tease our Amadeus Cho to us before actually, putting them in the fray? Like, damn, put them in the game, coach. Put them in the game. Like what's happening here? I wonder if X-Men 97 will actually give us a good Onslaught saga. I think so. I think it's possible. I do. Is there a version of the team in the comics with this particular lineup? No. I don't think there's any version with Red Guardian at all ever. I don't think Ghost is ever on a team either, or Yelena for that matter, or U.S. Agent, to be honest. The MCU does a really good job of doing everything that they need to within the realm of the MCU's world building lore, and building blocks that they've already put there. Like, that's the one thing that I really enjoy about the MCU the most, is that even when they change shit, it's usually for the best, kind of. Not for the best, but for the best of their universe is really what I'm trying to say. Monica Rambeau led the Thunderbolts recently during the early days of Luke Cage's mayoral run. Ooh, I had no idea. That's wild. Fisk brought them back when he was mayor too. Oh. Oh. Okay. Luke Cage took them over and had Monica run it when he became mayor. Oh, okay. He had Hawkeye and Monica run it. That's dope as hell. Hopped in for a bit out here working. I hear you, Echo. Appreciate you, G. Give us Toe already. Dead ass, man. They didn't tease his mama. They didn't tease him. Like, damn. They didn't tease other people that know him. Like, shit. Just give us Toe. Uh, Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, I would love to see Cloak and Dagger. I never watched the show ever, but I would love to see them in the MCU too. All right, back to work. Yep, have a good one, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for the like on the stream, Echo. Appreciate you, G. I'm excited for Florence Pugh. Yeah, I feel that, Nova. Sensei, I really think your familiarity with comic book adaptation sets you up to be a good adaptation fan for the Wheel of Time. You think the right way. I just recognize what other creators want to do. They want to do their own thing, right? I understand it. I understand the creatives wanting to do their own thing for sure. I do. I really do. Wanting to make their own world, wanting to make everything their own, and then every story trying to meet within the middle of a universe and so on and so forth. I think they can do a really good job at it. I think the MCU has actually done a fucking fantastic job. When you really think about it, they've done a fantastic job of world building, setting lore together, like, and weaving everything into this one world, where even where there's contradictions, it's okay because even real life is filled with contradictions all the time. So I love to see it, yo. I love to see it. And I'm so hyped for what we can get within this like within this next half of the saga. It's gonna be a whole new world. Like Aladdin said. But with all that being said, chat, we're about to jump into the Easter egg breakdown of Thunderbolts by new rock stars. I'm pretty excited to check it out and just kind of get into it because, man, do I love me some of this, nerdist stuff. So we're about to get into it right now. But before we do, you already know we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. We had a whole bunch of stuff going on this week, and the week is not yet over. A whole bunch of top shelf vibes have been happening this week. We started it off with episode 9 and 10, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the season finale. That was amazing. Definitely let me know how you guys felt about the season finale of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man in the comment section down below. And then we continued that with our then we also did our From Watcher to Reader season 3 episode 4 series. That was awesome, man. Episode 5, I mean to say. That was awesome. A really good book. We're going to be finishing that book up next week, getting into some more books, and we're going to be getting into some comic book club stuff here as well pretty soon. So you guys tune in for that. Last night we also did Invincible season 3 episode 5. That shit was awesome as well. Man, Invincible has just been so good. All these shows have been so good. They have been doing such a good job of just weaving the world building together, baby. Like weaving the pattern is being weaved every which way we look, and I love to see it. And that's just been fantastic. Definitely gonna be checking that out again next week. Next week there is no Spider-Man, but we will be checking out the next episode of Invincible. So make sure you guys subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you can be here when we get into that. Right now we're talking about what's going on with Thunderbolts. As you can see, we're about to get into that trailer breakdown, Easter eggs, and all the other details that may have been missed, covered by new rock stars. I'm pretty pumped to check it all out and get all up into it because, man, we have got a good old season of things ahead of us. It's a good time to be a nerd, as I always say. And then, of course, tomorrow we're going to be checking out Are You Ready for Daredevil? We're going to be kind of talking about it, yapping about it. Maybe we might not do that tomorrow, honestly, because Marvel Rivals has a new season dropping tomorrow, and we might just cover that. We might just do that and just nerd out and play the game tomorrow. So if you guys would like to hop on the game with me or something like that, you might be able to tune in. I might be on that all day, or at least something like that. But I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. But y'all tune in because it should be a good time. So we'll be right back, and we are going to get into the breakdown and Easter eggs of the Thunderbolts trailer. And I hope you guys all are locked in. Make sure you drop a like on the stream, and we'll be right back. God damn. All right, chat, let's get into it. Ain't nothing to it but to just get into it. So let's check out the breakdown for this trailer,
the new
baby.
trailer for Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts. Avengers Tower is officially being reconstructed into Sentry's Watchtower, while the Void entity threatens to swallow all of this New York into maybe whatever Doctor Doom is cooking up for Avengers Doomsday. Let's break down this trailer shot by shot, detail by detail, for all the cool Easter eggs and just awesome examples of attention to detail that you might have missed, and for every reason why this movie's going to rock. Also, you can now join New Rockstars as a channel member by hitting that join button down by subscribe. Supporting us as a member gives you access to some custom emotes and early access to ad-free versions of our special rewatch breakdowns, like our current Daredevil rewatch series. All right, let's get started.
Let's talk facts. The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep the American people safe?
So we open on this shot of Manhattan. Already two things jump out about the geography of this particular shot based on
That was quick. That's the answer is just the rest. We're finishing the book.
on the position of the Empire State Building on the right side of the frame and the super tall condo high rises that were actually built in New York in the past decade facing Central Park. We are looking at Manhattan from the vantage point of New Jersey, specifically Jersey City, the home of Kamala Khan, the view of the city that we saw from that shot of her sitting on that lamppost. But also we are looking specifically at the part of Manhattan to the west of Midtown that's best known as Hell's Kitchen. So this film will release in May, right as the first season of Daredevil Born Again comes to an end. So we should note that this is a New York City ruled over by Mayor Wilson Fisk, occupied by the devil of Hell's Kitchen, who's probably gonna have some opinion on what the hell is happening to New York City right now. Also, in this upcoming Daredevil season, Kamala Khan's father, Yusuf Khan, is going to appear. So whatever happens to New York City in this Thunderbolts movie, for example, Midtown of the city being swallowed by the Void entity, that is happening equally to Matt Murdock and Kamala Khan and all of their friends. Also, directly in the center of this shot is where
which is pretty dope, and it makes it even more insane to kind of think of it that way. It's like it's affecting even more people than it was before. That would be lit to see Kamala Khan pull up out of nowhere, and she just boom, 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 and she just freaking drop kick Sentry.
Where I'm pretty certain Avengers Tower would be located based on its real life location in the spot of the MetLife building. And you can see part of what I think is that tower, but we see some additional construction scaffolding in the shot, and we'll see more of it later. But I think Val's organization, OXE, is reconstructing Avengers Tower into Sentry's Watchtower. We got confirmation of OXE and the Watchtower from a high def close up of blueprints that we saw in a previous trailer. In the comics, the Watchtower is Sentry's home base, a towering structure with black fins run by an AI called Clock that monitors world's communications. And because reality has been warped to forget Sentry, Bob Reynolds, even exists, no one perceives the Watchtower, and Avengers Tower just gets built upon the same site. But instead of the reality warping aspect in the comics, we may be getting like a reversal of that, in which Avengers Tower is built first, and then Val, using her resources from the American taxpayer, takes over Avengers Tower via like eminent domain or something, and then rebuilds it into the Watchtower to allow her super soldier of Sentry to now either lead a new Avengers lineup or make any other Avengers completely unnecessary. But let's back up even further. Bob Reynolds, who's played by Louis Pullman in this movie, was a Marvel hero that was introduced in the early aughts, and kind of this like meta story element that implied that he was actually part of the Marvel heroes lineup since the early days, but had just been kind of like erased from memory. But his backstory is that he was actually part of the Super Soldier program, part of that same history to create another Captain America, but he ends up being given a dosage of a a different mixture of the super soldier serum that's supposedly like 1,000 times more potent than the version given to Steve Rogers, and that turns him into Sentry, a Superman-style hero or anti-hero, depending on how you look at him, with a very shaky
Definitely
grip on
an
reality,
anti-hero.
known for some savage kills of various Marvel characters, and one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel power hierarchy. Now, since Captain America Brave New World this week will touch on the history of the super soldier program in America with Isaiah
true.
Bradley, the
It
Black
did.
Captain America, and that program's connections to the various Hulk
Crazy that it
experiments,
didn't really
is possible that we
build
get at
up
least a
anything
link to the
for
Sentry
that.
experiments in Brave New World, or at the very least a cameo from Congressman Bucky. Now Val, aka Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, returns in this movie after appearances in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Black Widow, and in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. She is now the director of the CIA in the MCU. Here she testifies before a congressional panel that includes, hey, Wendell Pierce. He's also going to be playing Perry White in DC Studios
Oh,
Superman
shit.
this summer. Val says that the Avengers are not coming back.
Wait. Oh, I rewinded it.
Did you always want to be in this line of work?
Reality, she's anything but. Bucky watches back.
I don't know where the hell we were.
Safe. Now, we know from Captain America, and Val is saying this happened really outside of any official MCU affair, and the Avengers coming back to 7. Now, the reason America says that the leader of the CIA in the
There we
MCU. Here she testifies before a congressional panel that includes, hey, Wendell Pierce. He's also going to be playing Perry White.
Bruh.
In DC Studios Superman this summer. Val says that the Avengers are not coming back and asks who will keep the American people safe. Now, we know from Captain America Brave New World that President Thaddeus Ross wants Sam Wilson to rebuild the Avengers, and I suppose that process will not be complete by the end of that movie. We know Captain America Brave New World will be set in the MCU timeline year of 2026. Thunderbolts will be set in the MCU timeline year of 2027. Now, the reason Val is saying this about the Avengers is that from the public view within the MCU, the Avengers have been disbanded since the Sokovia Accords were enacted during Captain America Civil War, and the Avengers coming back together during Infinity War and Endgame happened really outside of any official legal authority. We learned in She-Hulk that the Sokovia Accords were repealed, but the average folks of the MCU just really know that Tony Stark is dead, Steve Rogers is gone, Thor is off-world, Natasha Romanoff is dead, Clint Barton is retired, T'Challa is dead, Doctor Strange was last seen with 3 eyes, leaving through a random rift in reality, Peter Parker, who the hell is that? And maybe there have been rumors of Bruce Banner stuffing group chats with that one random Avenger who came back to Earth during the events of Endgame. Yeah,
One
a lot
random
of people in the
Avenger.
MCU probably don't know who Carol Danvers is, which makes it
What?
kind of hilarious that Kamala Khan worships her so much in Ms. Marvel. But really,
What?
which
Wait. EA Voss, my guy. Come on. What are we talking about? Of course everybody knows who Captain Marvel is, yo.
Earth during the events of Endgame.
They had an entire Captain Marvel contest in Miss Marvel.
Yeah, a lot of people in the MCU probably don't know who Carol Danvers is,
Yes,
which
they
makes
do.
it kind of
So you telling me they got an entire goddamn statue to someone that they don't know about at the Comic-Con?
hilarious that Kamala Khan
You're wilding. In this shot alone,
worships her.
it's like 3 people dressed as Captain Marvel, bro. Look. Like, not only is Miss Marvel going to be dressed as Captain Marvel, this is Captain Marvel's shirt. This is a Captain Marvel suit. She even got a little Captain Marvel pin on her jacket. You think they making Captain Marvel pins and nobody knows who Captain Marvel is? Come on.
So much in Ms. Marvel, but really everything else about the Avengers just comes from Scott Lang's book, Look Out for the Little Guy. So Val's plan in this movie could be to
What are we
assemble
talking?
a new team of Avengers, or to use Super Soldier Bob Reynolds' Sentry to replace the need for Avengers. Like the plot in Captain America Brave New World seems to be the leader's plan to weaponize Red Hulk as a controllable super soldier. Val's plan could be a response to that, to use Sentry as a controllable superpower and their own kind of like walking deployable nuke. So the question is she using the Thunderbolts to extract him so that she can use him and manipulate him? Or is she sending the Thunderbolts there on a suicide mission to kill off the closest things that Earth has to Avengers so that Sentry would have no competition? Kind of like, you know,
Ooh, hold on.
nuke. So the question is she using the Thunderbolts to extract him so that she can use him and manipulate him? Or is she sending the Thunderbolts there on a suicide mission to kill off the closest things that Earth has to Avengers so that Sentry would have no competition? Kind of like, you know, what Syndrome does in The Incredibles. Now, during this testimony, Val wears all white, which could be a bit of wardrobe symbolism that we've seen used by female American politicians to show feminist solidarity and reference the color of the suffragette movement. But with Val, it's probably also a way for her to look morally pure when in reality she's anything but. Bucky watches Val's testimony and he wears a member of Congress pin. Yes, James Buchanan Barnes is an elected member of the United States House of Representatives.
That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. And I think Marisu had said it a little bit earlier. A lot of bad guys running for office. Weird. It is odd that there are so many of them. And it also goes to show how, I don't know if fractured is the right word, but how fractured the American people would probably be at this point. Because you have to remember, even though Captain America Brave New World did a terrible job of letting us know what was going on with Secret Invasion, the shit that happened in Secret Invasion is directly tied to why everyone was so willing to have Thunderbolt Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, a known like war guy, as president, vote in someone like Kingpin as mayor, and also get someone like Bucky Barnes as a congressman. There needs to be a change. There needs to be people who understand probably vigilantes and superheroes and these superpowered beings. And out of those three people that I just mentioned, they understand superpowers, superheroes, and superpowered beings. Like, quite well, to be honest. So it makes a lot of sense as to why we kind of get this. As to why we kind of get this dynamic introduced to us in this way, to where it's like, oh, you know, these characters are all bad guys, but they're all here. Well, there's so many superheroes, superpowered beings, and all these other things going around. You got to think about the stuff that happened in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier as well. You know, with Carly, I think her name was, right? Straight terrorists with the flag smashers, right? There is so much going on. Like, it is in a dire moment to be there is a moment shift of anything going on, really setting up the dynamic of the United States and the government for when we start getting more mutants introduced, which I think, Marsu, did you just say that? Yeah, but you know, this is like, we're getting really close to a Senator Kelly type of thing going on. Like Sentinels as well. Think about what happened with Miss Marvel in Damage Control. You know what I mean? What Damage Control was doing to like the superpowered beings and all of that. And as soon as they find out there's mutants and so on and so forth, it's going to be crazy, bro. It's going to be crazy.
In this movie.
This is how I used to dress 6 months ago. And this is me now.
I feel like I have to say this in every video. According to the United States Constitution, members of the House of Representatives are never appointed to that position. The seat stays vacant if there's ever a vacancy, and then a special election is held, which means that Bucky had to run for this seat, either in an uncontested primary, but he had to like fill out paperwork and get people to vote for him. And he pulled this off despite being known as an infamous international assassin and a fugitive. But as I've said, that was probably a plus in most of the congressional districts in this country. During Val's testimony, we see a darkness spreading over New York City, and a figure who seems to be Sentry from behind, zapping fleeing New Yorkers into shadow streaks. Yikes! But also, yes! As they flee, their bodies are sucked forward into the ground in front of them in the form of a shadow, and that shadow spreads so that each of these victims are parts of the overall spread. This might be one of the most unsettling ways innocent people have been killed in the MCU. I find it even more disturbing than the dusting effect of the snap. This would be so frightening to see that happen to someone next to you. So what is this? Well, Bob Reynolds' Sentry has a relationship with a malevolent entity known as the Void, which is like a mysterious cosmic force represented as a kind of living darkness that co-inhabits Bob's mind as kind of dark passenger. So what we could be seeing is the Void overtaking Sentry's body and then using his powers to wreak havoc on the city. The attacks on these people remind me of the way the Martian tripods kind of bamf all those New Jersey folks in Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. Also, the shadow left behind might remind you of the shadows left behind from victims of atomic blasts, which is very grim, I know. Now, we did see a similar usage of shadow by Gore, the God Butcher in Thor: Love and Thunder, where Gore could
nothing close to this,
all those
though.
New Jersey folks in Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. Also, the shadow left behind might remind you of the shadows left behind from victims of atomic blasts, which is very grim, I know. Now, we did see a similar usage of shadow by Gore, the God Butcher in Thor: Love and Thunder, where Gore could travel in and out of the shadow realm. And at one point, we did enter a monochromatic world of shadow. I don't think Sentry's Void is using the same kind of thing, though. While this is almost certainly Void Sentry killing these people, we might also be looking at as a kind of erasure or a purge, or maybe even a banishment to another realm, maybe even the Void. The Void in the Loki series in Deadpool and Wolverine was, at least until now, not the same thing as Sentry's Void entity. The TVA Void is a multiversal dumping ground for erased timelines, and they—
oh my God, I didn't even think about that, you guys. Yo, they be cooking. New rock stars be cooking. Get me on the show one time. I would love to be there. Because I didn't even think about the Void being connected to the Void, though. Like, wow.
They chose that name specifically for the MCU series without really intending it to connect to the Void as it was known in the Sentry comics. But who knows? This movie might establish that Bob Reynolds' Sentry is so powerful that his Void entity rattles the very border of reality. And this Void is trying to draw people and things into a kind of reality abyss, which could lead to that same old Void dumping ground used by the TVA and seen in Deadpool and Wolverine. There have just been a lot of rumors that we're going to revisit the Void as we move forward into Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. That Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom could stitch together pieces of broken realities that end up down in the Void to create Battle World. So this Thunderbolts film could show us how parts of the 616
being
MCU
like Molecule Man, that would be wild. Yo, what's up with that? I hope you're having a good one.
From the Galactus wrecked Earth and Fantastic Four First Steps, all to set up enough broken pieces of different universes in the multiverse for Dr. Doom to build Battle World and Doomsday and Secret Wars. All right, on to the next clip.
There's some big threat out there, and you are gonna help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be?
I love that guy.
All right, here Bucky reacts to the Void overtaking Manhattan from a street view, and we get this terrifying overhead shot of the shadow enveloping the city's buildings. But as the shadow spreads outward block by block, you can see how one of those towers has forked fins sticking out from the top. I think that might be how Avengers Tower will look when it becomes to the Void overtaking Manhattan from a street view, and we get this terrifying overhead shot of the shadow enveloping the city's buildings. But as the shadow spreads outward block by block, you can see how one of those towers has forked fins sticking out from the top. I think that might be how Avengers Tower will look when it becomes the Watchtower. Then in another shot, Bucky has tied up Red Guardian and Ghost, John Walker and Yelena Belova, and enlists them to help him fight some huge threat, probably talking about Val and Sentry. And I presume this would be happening after Bucky caught these other four in Alexi's red limo and flipped it, following the escape of Bob Reynolds from that desert compound. Inside this location, it kind of looks like an armory, maybe like a remote weapons cache that Bucky kept in some random location from his Winter Soldier days. It's sort of like in Terminator 2. Remember, they pull up that underground bunker that's full of heavy weapons just in the middle of the desert, waiting to be drawn upon one day. And that would fit perfectly with the move Bucky pulls in this movie to catch the crew, which looks just like the T-800 in Terminator 2 on his motorcycle. And yes, this is another example of a scene in this movie where Taskmaster is not with them. And I feel like Antonia Dreykov will not survive that early confrontation with Bob Reynolds. On to the next clip.
We see her later on, like picking something up.
I can't think of a worse group of people trying to work together.
She might die, but
Where were
Well, we don't know what order
Okay, as
this
we saw in
movie
the
is
last
shot
trailer,
in
Yelena
either.
steps off of this building, and I believe this is Merdeka 118 in Kuala Lumpur, the second tallest building in the world after the Burj Khalifa. To step off of this building and not smack into that extension that sticks out several floors below, Yelena would have had to take quite a bit of a Peter Pan kickoff, and it doesn't look like she did that, but obviously she's fine. This must be part of the same sequence where she walks away from that exploding floor of a building with a guinea pig in her arms. Then we see Bucky headbutting an armed soldier, the last hit that takes down a group along with John and Ava and Yelena and Alexei. And I'm pretty sure that this is the lobby floor level of Avengers Tower. This would be the same lobby where Loki was detained and in Avengers Endgame, the Tesseract went sliding across the floor to his feet. This would be after Bucky and Alexei plow that moving van through the lobby glass a little later in this trailer. February is a great month for expressing your
Yo, that's crazy.
rock stars. Meanwhile, Val chats with her assistant Mel, played by Geraldine Viswanathan. It looks like they're on their way to or away from the event that we've seen in the other trailer footage where lots of Battle of New York Easter eggs are on display as relics at some like fundraiser event. Then in a cloud of nerve gas, all these characters wearing gas masks, Yelena fires on John Walker's shield without realizing it's him. And you'll notice behind Yelena, that appears to be Bob Reynolds, still wearing that medical gown clothes that they find him in this same facility. Okay, as the trailer moves on, we start to hear more of Starships. Nothing's gonna stop us now from 1987. It's just like one of the best songs about overcoming all odds to just stick together when it doesn't make sense for you to stick with someone. You might know this from the 2014 movie The Skeleton Twins, where Kristen Wiig and Bill Hader lip sync it to each other. It's just like one of my favorite scenes ever. Yelena walks up to this desert compound atop the spiral rock formation, which is where I'm pretty sure Bob Reynolds is being kept. Now, this is a pretty odd mound, and I'm wondering if the emergence that caused Tiamat to surface in the Indian Ocean could have had a Tiamat toe poking out on the other side of this definitely spherical globe of a planet that caused some new ruptures in the mounds in the terrain in the American Southwest. And you can call me crazy, but Captain America Brave New World is totally revisiting Tiamat, and in fact is establishing that Tiamat is a source of adamantium in the MCU. So if this is connected to that Tiamat body sticking through the middle of the earth like a skewer, the other part of him could be like an adamantium mining site or an adamantium fortified prison to contain Bob Reynolds. So did they hide Bob in Tiamat? Then we see a shot of Congressman Barnes firing machine guns in the Avengers Tower penthouse suite.
I promise you, all of that was just set up so they could say Tiamat. Like that, all of that, everything that Bruh said was just so he could say Tiamat. Like, how could we get that in there? And they worked backwards from it. How do Secret Worlds and Battle World fold into the mutant stuff? Were the mutant heroes be in universe to be taken to Battle World like they should be? What do you mean? Okay, so basically in Secret Wars, no. In the MCU, everything is canon that Marvel has ever been Marvel. But everything is canon within a multiversal way. So when Doom comes through and makes Battle World, he will grab pieces of Deadpool's universe, no doubt. You know what I mean? And then that's how we'll get some of those characters. Not to mention, we'll probably see Sylvie in the TVA, like probably pulling in a whole bunch of people from different dimensions as well to the Void, trying to save them. Because, like, when a place is pruned, it's not. I don't think that's this. Do they end up in the Void if a whole place is pruned? Because I don't think so. Because they die. Like, people die when they start doing shit like that. Yeah. So once the multiverses start dying, people is dying. You know what I mean? So they're going to start pulling in everyone from everywhere. And that's where the mutants are just going to come into play at. Because the mutants do not exist within the sacred timeline right now, but they do exist within Deadpool's timeline with all the Wolverine weirdo shit that goes on over there. And then we also have X-Men 97 that has mutants, and that is also canonical to the MCU and the mutant saga. So we have a lot of mutants in different places. And then once we get Secret Wars and Battle World, we'll probably do a little bit of a soft reboot in between. Like after the Secret Wars is over. Even though it seems like Secret Wars isn't the end of it. So there's gonna be another movie there has to be like another secret, like, I don't know. I don't think, yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure the multiverse saga doesn't end with Secret Wars. You know what I mean? In a lot of ways, it just begins with Secret Wars. So, yeah. Yeah. It can be wild.
And then more shots of the base where they find Bob, where the members of the team are fighting each other. Taskmaster fires an explosive arrow at John's shield, and that shield does a decent job protecting him from the blast. Now, remember, John did take the super soldier serum, so it makes sense that his body would be able to take the hit. But now I'm really wondering what his shield is made out of. Where did he get this shield? Obviously,
that's why I thought
Captain
it was
America's
maybe
shield is in the hands of
adamantium or
Sam
something.
Wilson now. But we should note that that shield that Sam has came from Old Man Steve Rogers.
Folks, check this. Hey, you should try. Powerful heroes waiting for you to collect and train.
And that is a new shield that Old Man Steve got from whatever alternate universe or alternate timeline he came from. That is not the shield that he fought Thanos with in the Battle of Earth. The broken pieces of that original Captain America shield were scattered somewhere in the debris field of the Battle of Earth in Avengers Endgame. We don't know what happened to it from there, but we do know that some others were combing this debris field from Nick Fury's involvement with
Basically,
the
Porter.
Harvest, where Fury used Skrulls to recover Avenger DNA from this battle.
The Dark
But
Avengers
hey,
and
maybe also
Thunderbolts mixed
Cap's
together.
broken shield was recovered and reforged into the shield that John Walker now carries. But the original vibranium may just now have a weaker structural integrity after that reforging process. Yelena chats with this gagged guy in this lab that looks like it's part of the Kuala Lumpur mission with the guinea pig. I've theorized in the past that she could be finding some of the red vials that are connected to the Black Widow antidote, but now I'm wondering if this is part of the investigation into the super soldier serum that was used to turn Bob Reynolds into Sentry. Like maybe we're gonna see a completely yoked reality warping guinea pig as a test example. Bucky says, do something about it now or live with it forever. And I get the sense that he might be talking about some past mistakes of his own that have haunted him over the decades, like, oh, I don't know, murdering Howard Stark and Maria Stark, which was the first event that planted the seeds of the conflict that would one day split the Avengers apart. So Bucky and Alexei plow their moving van
I guess
into
that's
the
a good
Avengers
point.
Tower lobby,
He is the
and they
whole
look like
reason
they're
behind
having
them
such
being
a good time.
disbanded.
But then we get this scary moment as Bucky's punch is caught and the vibranium pieces of his arm shift around, recalling the way the arm looked when the Dora Milaje disabled it and
I
the
thought
Falcon
the
the Winter
same
Soldier.
thing.
So this is being caught by Sentry. But I assume the voice that we hear might actually be the Void coming out of Sentry, and that could be why it sounds double layered on top of Lewis Pullman's voice.
You thought you were gonna be some great saviors? You can't even save yourself.
And then Sentry yanks that vibranium arm clean off without having to do the 5-point finger popping arm socket technique that AO did, and then chucks that arm after the congressman to the other laid out Thunderbolts. There's a shot of Sentry's Void form hovering over the landing pad of Avengers Tower, and from this angle you can see some of the extra scaffolding extending above to turn it into the Watchtower. You can also see a helicopter parked on the landing pad and the glass blown out from the window, so this would be after Sentry threw Red Guardians out of that window. But at first I thought this shot of Sentry might have just been front lit, and that could be why he appears cast in shadow from our point of view. But actually, no, this is how the Void looks. He's a blacked out silhouette in the shape of Sentry. And I think it looks so freaking cool. But in the shot of Red Guardian zipping out the window, this would be the closest look at Sentry's non-voided out form. You can see his long, shaggy blonde hair, his metallic bracers, and it's pretty comic accurate. And again, in that high-def close-up of all the OXC paperwork and the Watchtower blueprints, you can see how Val and OXC tested out different haircuts for how they wanted Sentry to look, and they just settled on, I suppose, Kurt Cobain. But we should ask, if Red Guardian gets thrown out of the window like this, I hope he lands on the landing pad outside. It does extend pretty far, but he gets thrown pretty hard. And if he were to overshoot that platform, if none of the Thunderbolts can fly, who would be able to catch him? Maybe that anonymous nobody named Spider-Man? Kamala Khan?
Maybe Miss
using
Marvel?
some of that hard light to catch him?
Bro,
I don't know. I
that's
just think there's room for someone to step in and help here. As they step away from Avengers Tower on the sidewalk, Buck, you can see how John Walker's shield looks extremely bent. And I think that's more of a statement on Sentry's strength than whatever this shield is made out of. We get a close-up of Yelena as she trembles in this dark setting. I wonder if this might be Yelena
didn't break is something we should also focus on
the shadow of the void. So the trailer places this downtrodden moment in the middle of the trailer, but I think this exchange among the team might be taking place at the end of the movie, unless this movie ends in a very bleak cliffhanger that spells doom for the 616 universe. John Walker reads the Fall of a Hero article.
Could you imagine Doom pulling up and then kidnapping freaking Sentry? Like, Brian
doom scrolling, that is never a good idea, especially when your child is screaming for that milk bottle. We also hear Alexi's words about being the only people in the world who can look at each other and not see their mistakes because they too have made those mistakes. Ends up working on Yelena. Alexi pitches that they can be named the Thunderbolts, and Bucky says that they can't call themselves that, maybe because as a congressman or just really any American, the recent Red Hulk president, Thaddeus Ross, had the moniker of Thunderbolt. So however Captain America Brave New World ends, I assume it will be in disgrace for President Ross. All right, in this section, we see our widest shot of what's going on with Avengers Tower and how two long crane arms are helping construct additional pieces of the tower on both sides to completely change the silhouette of the building in the New York skyline. And that feels like a completely unnecessary and pointed insult to the Avengers and to Tony Stark's memory.
For real. Yo, what's up with this, Siobhan? Florence really be that girl. Yeah, Florence is dope.
Also,
I love her.
Notice those central windows on the original Avengers Tower structure were once blue, now they're yellow, making this whole thing black and yellow, or Sentry colors. But now I'm wondering what parts of Tony Stark's original infrastructure in that building would Val and OXC need to keep in place to build it this way? Is there still like a Stark arc reactor technology that keeps the building hardwired with renewable energy? Is this the type of energy that irradiates and powers up Sentry into the void form he takes? Could it be connected to any residual radiation from when this same building had opened a space stone portal in the sky above New York?
They're all
in the
very
2012
good
Avengers
questions.
Film. Then we see the group running through the storage room that Yelena has walked through in the other trailer footage as an explosion now tears through it. Ghost holds the blast door open while Yelena, John Walker, and Bob leap through it. Then we get these great solo character cards. These actually remind me of the closing credits to the Predator movie. You know, remember when movies used to do that? And I kind of feel like that era of action movie is what Thunderbolts seems to be going for now, tonally. Okay, Sentry's void form causes a helicopter to crash, and that helicopter hits the crane, suspending some of the scaffolding. So that might end up with some huge pieces of this new watchtower construction coming tumbling down. We come back to that awesome Terminator shot of Bucky firing the undercarriage grenade disc. This is the same weapon he used on Nick Fury's SUV and Captain America the Winter Soldier. Then John, Alexi, Ava, and Yelena hold up a piece of tipping rubble. I'm wondering who's being threatened here. Is there like a family trapped in a car from our vantage point that we aren't seeing in the shot? Either way, I love seeing them work together. Then Red Guardian tells the others while driving his red limo that he dreams of them all being on the Wheaties box with the little kiddie toy. This comes from Alexi envying the positive spin and fame that Captain America got on American products as a national hero, but he never got that when he was in Russia. Marvel Studios did release an official poster depicting the whole group on a Wheaties box, even Bob. And on the side, you can see now with more Bucky. I love the action here. Bucky using his vibranium arm to deflect this rolling news van from these two elderly people. So cool. Then perhaps the most interesting shot of the trailer. Yelena steps into the void shadow. Now, this is followed by a shot of the others, making it look like they are following her. But if you look closely at that shot, behind that group, you can see Florence Pugh's hair. So I think that is like a group march from a different moment of the movie. So what's going to happen when Yelena steps into that shadow? Where will this void take her? Well, there's a chance that this all just cleans up nicely. Like maybe Yelena enters the shadow as a way to communicate with the entity and with Bob Reynolds to like emotionally heal them and then lift the veil off the city. And the Thunderbolts will rebrand themselves as an Avenger team, and the 616 MCU will live on to fight another day. A new official synopsis was released stating, after finding themselves ensnared in a death trap set by Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, these disillusioned cast-offs must embark on a dangerous mission that will force them to confront the darkest corners of their pasts. So the death trap, I believe, was to put these B-side Avengers in front of Sentry to be killed, and worked on Taskmaster. But now I wonder if this movie might be making The Void more of a psychological storm in which Yelena Belova mentally revisits her dark past as an assassin from the Red Room. Personally, I hope that's not the case. I hope this team of
Facts.
Avengers sacrifice themselves and fall through an incursion rift in reality to wherever the Fantastic Four end up after Galactus destroys their Earth. Call it the Void, call it some other space. But let's be honest, are we going to see this Avengers lineup fight in any other battle before everyone meets each other in Avengers Doomsday? No. My big dream theory that I pitched in our Fantastic Four First Steps trailer breakdown is that Marvel Studios could use the Statue of Liberty as a physical anchor point to link all the universes in this toggling multiverse. Since the Statue of Liberty has been a recurring landmark in several Marvel movies and a symbol to all as a pathway to freedom or to a new world. We saw it in X-Men 2000. We saw it in Spider-Man No Way Home, in Fantastic Four First Steps now. Let's not forget Venom The Last Dance, and in Avengers Endgame, it was where a bunch of boats had washed up to. So whatever the physical status the Statue of Liberty is in could tell the Marvel heroes what Marvel apocalypse they are currently in the ruins of as they navigate the void as Doctor Doom is turning it into Battle World.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. I doubt that would happen, but that would be dope. I'm not gonna lie.
In this case, there could be a version of the Statue of Liberty, which would be a bronze-colored one draped in shadow. Just a theory. I think it could be really cool though. And one final detail, you may have noticed how the Thunderbolts title card has changed its typeface since past trailers. A much thicker, bold typeface, resulting in the asterisk now having 5 points instead of 6 in the past version. Now, Marvel Studios did release another new international poster with the 6-pointed asterisk in each character and each point, and that does include Taskmaster in one of them. And in Yelena's point, you can see Bob poking in and waving sheepishly. And at the bottom of this poster, they include an asterisk clarification. The Avengers are not available. God bless international markets for having no time for any of Marvel Studios' marketing bullshit with this asterisk. And this further suggests that the Thunderbolts is indeed a placeholder team name that will be changed to Avengers or Dark Avengers by the end of the movie. But why the 5-pointed star now? Could this be further proof that there's no room for Taskmaster in this final team lineup? So this week on New Rockstars will be our coverage of Captain America Brave New World. We're gonna have an explanation of the ending and the post-credit scene coming Thursday evening, and an in-depth Easter egg breakdown coming on Friday. And on that same day, over on our Break Room channel, will be our live stream Q&A, honest review of the film. We're not gonna pull any punches, and we're curious to hear your thoughts, so join us for that live stream on the Break Room channel. Comment down below with your thoughts on this Thunderbolts trailer, and please consider...
I love it, yo. W trailer, W Thunderbolts. I'm pretty excited for it. I can't pretend to not be excited for Thunderbolts, because I'm very excited for this movie. I think it's gonna be fan-tiddle-tastic. I really do. Like, they've been doing I think they've been doing better and better with showing us like her, like showing us just the Thunderbolts, showing us Val, showing us just these different things that are going on within the world. I don't know how spoilery this trailer is to the movie, but I'm still excited to, dive in with it because it's just been so good. I think Captain America Brave New World was a good movie. I think this will be a great movie, and then I think Fantastic Four is going to be a wow movie. And I think that's really the way that they're going to be like, think, you know what I mean? So I'm excited, yo. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are excited because damn, this is looking real good. I want to be her. I wonder if Ultron bots based in Stark Tower will be repurposed into mini Sentinels. That would be insane. That would be insane. I could definitely see them utilizing the Stark bots maybe to even make those. You know what I mean? Maybe that's where John Hammer comes in play. They break him out of prison. And they're like, hey, bro, make us some more Hammer bots or whatever the case is. And it's, I really can't wait to see how the MCU handles mutants, especially since we've already seen, we've heard a couple of names be introduced within, for the X-Men, the future X-Men, and they're all young. They're all in their early 20s, like early 25, early to late 20s, really. There's kind of a range for it. And I think that's perfect because that either gives us characters that, my thing is, I would like there to have been an event that has caused mutants to emerge, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows what could really happen here? Who knows what's going to go on? You think Carol is done in the MCU? Nah, ain't no way. Everybody's gonna get a trilogy. I don't see them doing movies. Anyone that has two movies ain't they're not gonna not give them a third. You know they're gonna round a trilogy out every time they can. Now some of these other movies that just got one, now those another story. You know what I'm saying? But it happens. I think it's okay if we don't get another Eternals movie as long as we get a movie that's like Celestials or you know what I mean? Something grand scaling like that that helps continue what goes on. They could possibly wrap all that shit up in Doomsday and Secret Wars though and just have everything going on at one time the same way they did in Infinity War. That would be awesome. I'm not going to lie. I still feel like Secret Wars is going to be a two-part movie where we go Doomsday, and then we have Spider-Man after that, and then we go into Secret Wars. After Secret Wars, we have the footnote of Battle World Saga, where we kind of do those things for a little while, and then after that we come back to Secret Wars Part 2, where we finish off that entire story, and then we wrap everything up with a nice little bow. Super Soldier Serum plays a huge role in this, bro. Super Soldier Serum, yes, we need more. That's why I'm so surprised that none of that was introduced in Captain America: Brave New World. To be honest, straight deleting motherfuckers left and right. Go, boy, go, bruh. He's just literally just waving his hand, and people are just. Like, damn, bro. Like, that's terrifying. Bale fired. I know nothing about Sentry or the Void. Well, good thing we have the big book of Marvel, baby. Let's go ahead and dive on into here. Let's see where Sentry is. Wait, what? Here we go. Ruh-roh. $3.11. Sentry. He does not actually have a big page, you see. He's just a little tiny footnote over here. All right. Real name, Robert Reynolds. Occupation, adventurer. His first appearance was in Sentry #1 in September of 2000. That's actually so cool that he got introduced in his own comic. You know what I mean? And not introduced in someone else's. That's really cool. Powers. Serum provides super strength, speed, and invulnerability, can fly, and control light. When meth addict Robert Reynolds broke into a secret lab and consumed a glowing super soldier serum, he developed the power of 1,000 exploding suns and went on to become the Sentry, the greatest hero the world had ever known. He later discovered that his archenemy, the Void, was actually part of his own repressed personality, and he had all the memories of Sentry erased from the world and from his own mind. When the memories began to return, Reynolds transformed into the Sentry once more, enlisting the help of other heroes against the Void. He wound up re-erasing himself. Reynolds later turned up in the Raft super prison when Electro started a jailbreak and joined the Avengers in trying to stop it. At the end of the Norman Osborn Dark Reign, Sentry destroyed Asgard and the Void burst out of him, trying to destroy the world. Thor killed him and carried his body to burn in the sun, but he was remade by the Apocalypse twins as one of their horsemen of death. Doctor Strange and Tony Stark later worked with him to find a way of controlling his strange powers. Reynolds briefly had a normal life until the Sentry was released once again. So this dude basically turns into He-Man and Skeletor. Which actually is kind of dope when you think about it. Because whenever a character transforms, they always go to like, it's always like a better person. But what if that person becomes evil? That'd be so cool. That all just sounds so cool. Yeah, big Sentry, yo. Big Sentry. Thank you. I had no idea. Hey, no problem. I'm excited. I wonder why the Hulk is not part of the Thunderbolts. Hulk? I don't think Hulk is part of the Thunderbolts, right? Maybe you're talking about Red Hulk? I could see that happening at the end of this movie, chat. Marisu, back to your question of what I think would be the post-credit scene. Maybe it's Val going to the Raft and recruiting other villains to be a part of the Thunderbolts in the future. That would actually be so dope. The Hulk is just entirely in the background in the MCU. I love the Hulk that we got, but we never got enough Prime Hulk, and I'm salty about it. Honestly, hey, it be like that, bro. I think it's okay, though. I think it's really okay. People are going to be really, really pissed when they find out that Scar is basically going to be Hulk. But I think it works out, especially for the MCU and the world building and stuff. That's what it is, and I'm actually down for that. I know most people will be like, "Oh, no, this isn't Hulk, it's a Scar," and it's like, yeah, you're right, but I'm down for that. Like, make Scar the new Hulk and give him some of those stories that we know and love already, and then kind of just kind of switch it around in that way. Give it a nice refresh. Is John Malkovich playing the one above all in the Fantastic Four movie? No, he's playing Galactus, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure I know who that dude is that you just said. John Malkovich. I want to make sure that I'm not wrong about that. Oh, no, I am wrong. He's not playing Galactus. That's not who I thought he was. I have no idea who John Malkovich is. I think he's just somebody in the movie. I think he's just a person, like a scientist or something that works in the place. I had to make sure that I knew the name and the face matched up or didn't match up, and they did not match up. So that's my bad. I don't want to try to I don't want to deter you. But yeah, the Hulk is going to stay in the background until Universal does something with those rights. When it comes to television, it's different. That's why they were able to do a She-Hulk show, because there was a show. But those movie rights are something that Universal, they ain't letting go. So they're not letting go of them anytime soon. They really have no reason to let go of them. But I do believe that Universal, seeing the type of money that Sony has made by having that deal with Marvel, I'm pretty sure they're down to make a deal like that as well, to where they can get some type of share of something. And maybe, unfortunately, that means that we don't ever get Hulk in that way, but it is like they have to go with Scar and doing all these other things because maybe Hulk is just really tied into some crazy, some crazy deal with Universal and they just don't want to let it go. So if Marvel has to go with Scar instead to tell those Hulk stories, I ain't mad at it, man, because these studios are sometimes just assholes and they really won't budge on shit. So if they have to kind of finesse the system a little bit and make Scar Hulk, nah, I'm really not mad at that at all. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Because I like the Hulk and we need to see more of them. Even in Captain America: Brave New World, we didn't get to see a lot of Hulk, and that had me frustrated as well. It's like, bro, give me more Hulk. Shit. It's not that hard. Yeah, they don't really have a choice at all. How'd you feel about last night's episode of Invincible? I like it. I liked it. Last night's episode was awesome. Giving us a lot of lore in that episode. It was definitely not a world. It was more of a world building episode. No, that was a character based episode for sure. Not really building on the world too much, or the world too much, but just really giving us understandings of the characters that we're dealing with, showing us that no matter what Invincible's been through, he's still a naive kid for all intents and purposes. Right. Like, bro is still just a naive kid, no matter what. He got played twice by the same guy in the same way, doing the same exact thing. So it's like, bud, take a breather. Nah, no, still no Hulk. Universal Pictures has the rights to solo movies for Hulk, exactly. They desperately need a Hulk-centered movie with some other characters running support, damage control. Yeah. I would not be against Agents of Smash. We're so close to that already. Give us Agents of Atlas, give us Agents of Smash, give us all of those freaking weird-ass teams that the government's trying to put together. Like, we have all these Hulks, let's put them on a team. We got all these, let's put those on a team. Like, let's do it. You know what I mean? I think Taskmaster is Valentina's mole. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, Thatch, you have a good rest of your day, G. Your locks are on fleek. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. I need to get my hair hit. I ain't gonna lie. Red Hulk was a Thunderbolt sometimes, so was Abomination. Yeah. But Abomination is chilling with Wong, doing whatever they're doing. I don't know what's gonna happen with Wong. Wong might try to start his own Avengers, damn it. That's kind of what I expected to happen a little bit more in this saga, is for more teams to be established by now. I definitely thought we would have more teams established already. Do we want another ending with Thunderbolts talking down Sentry? No, we don't. It was expected with Captain America 4 because there's really no other way that you beat a Hulk, right? You don't beat a Hulk without turning them back human unless they have some sort of intelligence and they're able to talk or whatever that, all that other stuff. But yeah, it was always inevitable for Captain America to talk down the Hulk, Even Iron Man with the Hulk Buster couldn't beat, bruh. Yeah, I gotta keep it moving. The MCU was built on B-list characters that Marvel retained the rights for. Facts. Facts, man. Facts. And that's why it's gonna be crazy when they actually start making movies for their A-listers, buddy. Because that's when, like, they've been breaking $1 billion without their A-list characters. Like, think about that shit. That is insane. So once Marvel really starts going in, woo, buddy. Like literally and saying, yo, what's up with it, bully? How you doing, G? Welcome in, yo. I thought they were teasing a World War Hulk movie. Hey, we could get that still. That could be something that still is coming. I mean, they introduced Scar. They introduced a lot of aspects, right? There's a lot of stuff going on. The one thing, literally, the one thing that Bruce didn't want was for the world to have more Hulks. And guess what? There's now 5 of them. Oh, wait. No, 4, huh? 4, because I think Todd Hulk or whatever, Hulk Todd, I don't think that actually happened. So you got Hulk, She-Hulk. No, I was right. 5. I was right. So you have Hulk, you got Abomination, you have She-Hulk, you have Scar, and now you have Red Hulk as well. There's 5 Hulks, bro. Literally, it's about to go down in Secret Wars if we get all of them in there, man. Crazy to know that the Hulk was out there clapping cheeks on Scar, though. Yeah, we want Cho, but he ain't there yet. So crazy, yo, crazy. Any other stuff? Let's see. Thunderbolts. Um, I don't know what Daredevil could possibly set up for Thunderbolts. Um, no, I think that's it. I think that's it, you guys. Yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah. I'm definitely hyped, yo. I'm definitely hyped. These next movies are about to be crazy. I've only seen Captain America Brave New World once, so I definitely am excited to check it out again soon. I need that second watch so I can really like formulate my opinion a little more and kind of figure out exactly what's going on with it, you know? But I'm so hyped. I hope you guys are too. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in and vibing out with your boy today. As I've been saying, we got some other stuff that's going to be going on tomorrow. We were going to do a Daredevil stream, but I think instead, since that new season of Marvel Rivals comes out, we're going to be checking that out. I'm really excited for Rivals. I can't wait for Human Torch and The Thing. I haven't checked out any of their skill lists or anything like that yet either, so we might check those out and see what's popping over there too. But again, I definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys that have tuned in with me today on this episode of Marvel Bros. It's been a fantastic time indeed. I can't lie, man. It's just been so good to be able to nerd out, get all these thoughts, theories, ideas out, and just kind of go in and get ready for these movies. So we'll be doing this again for all the other movies that are going to be dropping and the shows and stuff before they come out. So just to get hype for them, we'll probably be doing another one of these videos when the next trailer drops. They'll probably be dropping a new trailer the closer we get to May. So I'm excited, man. Daredevil Born Again is up next. That shit's going to be fire, bro. Fire. But with all that being said, if you like the video, make sure you like the video because it helps out tremendously around these parts. You can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I may be partaking in at that particular time. You can also follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. We're always posting those latest news, movie reviews, and everything else in between. So I hope to see you guys there sharing your thoughts, theories, and opinions on everything that we're going into, okay? You guys have been awesome today. We've really been nerding out. We'll be nerding out more. Make sure you let me know all your thoughts, theories, and opinions going into all these different things and all that good stuff. And I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your day. As I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Mark Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.markbros.com and buy some merch. Represent a superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.